Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris. This is Starters Orders, and we are picking up where we left off. Two great Triple Crown campaigns, to be fair. Two that slightly slip beyond our capabilities at the final chance. Should have probably have taken one of the two, could easily have taken both, ended up with neither. Yeah, we're close with a lot of these horses. We're doing really well. And the 2-year-olds, like I say, we had to wait in double, but she came through. The rest of them are making moves a lot earlier and looking really good. And we got 50% grade 1, the other 50% grade 3. And like I say, really, this season, apart from Hurrah early and Out Cold early, we haven't been outside the top 3. That's really interesting to me. That's consistent. Is showing how good we are. We may be losing because of my decision making and some of the race booking. That's fair. I do feel though that we are very, very competitive, and I'm trying to push these horses as much as possible, and they're kind of getting the job done. They kind of feel good. They kind of look good. They kind of run good. So I'm fairly happy with them. So we just got to see where they may end up. But yeah, overall, not too bad, not too shabby. So we are going to kick things off with a trip to Ascot, which could just be so difficult, to be fair, for Life Quest. We've held our 130 on the back of 2 losses. I don't think we'd hold it on the back of this one. I like us. I don't love us. Should still get to 20 grade 1s, but like, yeah, the more we kind of come second and third, of course, the less chances we have left and the more difficult it becomes, but also the lower my belief that we get to 20 grade 1 wins. And like right now, my belief in a 140 rating is almost non-existent. This is a big race. We will be favorite. We will be tipped alongside some others, and yeah, most of the field looks okay. A lazy Japanese horse, an unfit British horse. Who knows what the other Japanese or the domestics are gonna be like, but I like us. I like our jockey. Highest rating, form horse. Probably the highest quality horse. I kind of got to back us here, but Ascot it is. Good old Blighty for the Queen Anne over a mile. Class 1, grade 1, 4-year-olds and older on the turf track here at Royal Ascot. Inside drawing a little late out the stalls, but Life Quest doesn't let it worry him. Gets up into the mix a little bit with Safa Cruz on the outside of Reverend Strait. We do have Poplin Sicily, back to Mosat Issue, Ithaca Roxy, Elaine Sam, Tanley Vales, Calico Gembina, and Miniature Santa. I do think there is a ton at the rear of this field that could be damaging. Up to the final furlong, it's going to take a rocket ship from here from us. And I feel like we've kind of got a little rocket ship, but so do other horses. Couple drop out. We're going to fight at the line, but Mozart Issue is going to take this. It's another second place. And Life Quest now is on a 3-race losing streak, basically. Second, third, and second. Oh, I just did not love that at all. And it did just kind of feel as if we weren't quite good enough to win. Don't think we were blocked off. Don't think the jockey ran the race wrong. We weren't unfit. We weren't wound up. We weren't too calm. We weren't even up against super horses. We were up against very good horses. And we almost won. But all that really means is we're a very good horse with 16 grade ones under our belt. But it does feel like those 3 races that we've had could have very easily been wins. Like, I do believe that we could and probably should have won them. And we didn't. We've left all 3 on the table. Again, though, we're good enough to hold that 130 rating, but you got to think, we win these 3, we're what, 134 minimum right now, probably? Like 133, 134? Surely? With 19 Group 1 wins, then you're like, yeah, we've got a shot at 140, we can hit the 20 Group 1 wins. Right now, it's like, I got to win 4 out of the next 7. It's possible. It's not probable right now, though. The 140, it's possible. We got the Sussex, we got the Victoria Mile, we got the Sun Chariot, we got the QE2, the Empire Rose, the Raffles, and maybe even the Hong Kong Mile. It's the prestige is there, the price money there, the level of competition is going to be there. If we win some of them big enough and do what we need to do, we could hit 140. We could easily hit 20 Group 1 wins. I just don't believe that we can. And that is an issue. That is an issue because I do not know whether enough belief is there for me to keep them out of the breeding barn. I'm definitely beginning to lean on them going in before the Hong Kong Mile. And honestly, with each race they don't win, I'm bringing that date even closer and closer. And I'm rationalizing to myself that it should be no. And that's probably very reactionary. And I do have that in me. I fully understand that. I'm not trying to do that for any reason. Yeah, very good career. Like I say, we've only misbooked 1 race, really, which I knew we shouldn't go for, but 3rd in the first leg, 1st in the second leg, feel you kind of got to run the 3rd, even though you know you don't have that distance. And it's no real difference than going from the Kentucky Derby to the Belmont Mile 2 to a Mile 4. You know, it's a mile to a Mile 2. You're still bridging that same gap. So that's by far our worst performance. Everyone else, 2nd, 3rd, on 19 wins. A maiden, 2 grade 2s, and 16 grade 1s. Great horse, great career. Should deserve to run and just see out this 4-year-old season, but I don't know if I want to do that right now. Oh, yeah, I don't know. And that's definitely not the kind of level of thought and thinking and feeling you want going into the first leg of the French Triple Crown. But here we are, baby. Here we are. Yeah, we're definitely a Mile 1. We're definitely a Mile 1. Our only colt, our 3-year-old, the other 3 are all fillies. I like this horse. I really do. I like this horse. There is a part of me that wonders what they would have done in the US or Canadian Triple Crowns. Definitely a part of me that kind of feels that way. Again, I think good first leg, good second leg, probably not a great third leg. We are outrageously tipped. It looks like a little unfit / lazy field. Sophie's pole is here, but is sweating badly and agitated. Akimacha over from Japan. It's a very interesting field. I think if Sophie's pole isn't sweating badly, then this could be really interesting. I just think we challenge earlier. We challenge earlier. Institute Spy should be able to get this distance quite well. You're then at Longchamp, Paris, Francais, Poule d'Essai, des Poulains. Class 1 Grade 1s over a mile for 3-year-olds upon the Parisian turf. The first leg of the French Triple Crown. A colts only race. An Institute Spy. Are you as good as I think you are? Not a terrible start. Going towards the front. Safia Hero, West Coast Gambul, and then back to Evan Segan, Sochamp Miller. Akim Archer is in the mix there as well. Brother Engels, Asia, Pole at the rear. On the outside, not doing too badly. I was going to say, looks like we've gone early. And yep, that is what I asked us to do. Sophia's pole on the outside. Remember, agitated. Shouldn't be any great speed to them, but can we hold off this charge? Are they going to die? I think they might. Dynaformer Brother with a really nice run in the mix. Sophie's pole will come in second. I really worry about that horse if we got to run against them fully fit. I really do kind of worry what that looks like. They're a very, very good horse. I think that'll be a really interesting race. But yeah, I think we ran well enough. We didn't need to do much else. I feel pretty good about that run. And then we move on to the fillies, where Out Cold is back again after their disappointment at Belmont. Oh, this should have been a Triple Crown. It just should have been. Oh, we do get to prove it again. And like I say, this is even more a case of challenging earlier. Yeah, 100%. Looks like a decent field, but probably not amazing. Prodi is tipped. Again, we got agitated horses, a couple of them. We got condition. We got a little Australian that we don't know much about, but looks pretty decent. I just think we should win this. Unless it's a distance issue, if there's a specialist here, fair enough. But it's time for the fillies, for the Poule d'Essai de Polish over 1 mile. Their first leg of the Triple Crown. Class 1 Grade 1 3-year-olds on the turf here in Paris, France. Again, Longchamp. Double header first legs. Not a bad start from us. I know Cole's going to stick to the outside and just make their way up, and don't love going too close to the rail. come on, Florent. Learn from your mistakes. We got Ollie and Imani. Hibber third. Back goal play. Up near the front. Bubisher drop as well. Back to turn. Open ovation. Prodi and Virtue. Down to the 1.5 furlongs then. And towards that final furlong marker by about a length. But it is so close, and Hibberthurn is right in the mix. Out cold, just struggling slightly to hold on to this lead. Just so close. Couldn't quite get down for the distance. Short-headed out. And the other American comes and spoils the party. Yeah. Don't love that. They're not even going to stick around for future legs. I was really hoping we could get down to a mile 1, and I know we're a mile 2 horse, so I figured with the jockey instructions, if it had the capability to get down to a mile 1 and jockey instructions to bring us close to a mile, we just couldn't quite get there. Not quite. I should have won at Belmont and then short-headed out there. It's rough back-to-back finishes. I gotta say, that's rough back-to-back finishes, y'all. But I mean, our Colts had their run in a Triple Crown. I guess Institute Spy deserves their run in a Triple Crown. That's just what it is. So, where are we? The Qatar Prix de Jockey Club. We book in. I kind of want to book in more, but I don't feel that we should. I don't feel that we should. I don't want to book in the other second legs before we've run them, so Ice Queen at Ranwick. I will say if Ice Queen doesn't win here, I might run them and Out Cold for the Rosehill Guineas. I don't know. I think I'll see how I feel after this race and kind of what I feel is right, but yeah, from Canada to Australia. Good horse, not favorite, not the most tipped. Huh. Okay. Interesting. I think we're a better horse than them. The field doesn't really worry me then, so it's Alabama Cheese and ourselves. I think we prefer the outside. And then again, I mean, at least we're a mile 1, right? So we should be able to get down if we challenge earlier. Interesting one. This could be a really interesting one, but I think we're right here. So the Randwick Guineas at Randwick Racecourse in Australia. Class 1, Grade 1, over a mile for the 3-year-olds on the turf. The opening leg of the Aussie Triple Crown. Alabama Cheese, the favourite. The local hero. Ice Queen. Great in Canada. Can she make it count down under 2? Gonna stick to the outside like I asked, quite nicely in the field. With Township, Omeo present. Cheese is there just in picture at the back with Rockport Green and Handels Toby. We do have a bunch of other ones. Optimist, Drummer, all in there, but Yorkshire Guide. It looks like January Demons trying to go for this, but so are we. And on the outside, a few horses are coming through, but at the final furlong marker and the race for home begins, we are in the lead. We are slightly distancing over Trigger Optimist. Alhaban Cheese is not even the best domestic. Royal Randwick, here we come. Ice Queen taking the victory, earning the shot at Rosehill for sure. I had questioned it. I think I want to be fair to these horses. I also want to make it up to Out Cold, who I think's kind of just lost 2 races they didn't deserve to. But it's not really fair if I run them elsewhere. Ice Queen, though, deserves the run. Deserves the shot for sure. For sure. 100%. Nice run, too. I think did everything I wanted them to do. Didn't have to worry about them. Could just set them to go. I do think a run for Shy Prince could be on the cards. Yeah, we got a 7 and a few miles. The Golden Slipper, I need to figure out who that's going on. The Premier Champion could be the shout. And I'm probably going to go to South Africa and then to Australia a little under 2 weeks later. Maybe one of the other 2-year-olds will have jumped at that point. Yeah, Mysterious Trader and Mana Lurker have. Ooh. Do I just send them? I think I might send them. Yeah, you're a 5, so you might be a 7. And you might then be the miler. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Okay, I think those could all work out. Yeah. Don't really think I should look too deep into anything at Scottsville. And those fields especially. Solid at 5 had to come down. I mean, ugh. They're both really good. The Golden Slipper. Who do we put in the Golden Slipper? Who needs the run? Is it Rainmaker? No. Does Auberger still need one? Yeah, okay. That might just be the deciding factor. That might just be the deciding factors. Book all the 2-year-olds that we can. I want to get something for double too. I do feel I can kind of wait slightly on them. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think we wait slightly on them. Pure adventure. Okay. Okay. Kenilworth. Couple of Americans. We are the best. We are the highest rated. We are the form. We are the tipped. We are the bettered. The other one's agitated. The rest of the field just domestic, unraced. Surely we should be okay. Probably should have challenged earlier. I kind of jumped in a bit too early, but the Focus Cape Guineas here at Kenilworth, South Africa, the first leg of their Triple Crown 1 mile Class 1 Grade 1 for 3-year-olds on the turf. I'm banking here then on our quality to see us through, and we're off to a decent start on the inside. We are going to stay towards the back, of course, tempting Hollis with Ubenko Elmo at the front. Back to Kings Park Zeal, Aliente Cham, and Rifferport Trial with Let's Floozy and ourselves. We're going to dive up the inside. That's going to be good to get through this group. Out to the outside is going to get us a lane to run. And we are going to be able to go and at least challenge for this. Ubenka, Elmo, and Les Floozy are with us. Floozy on the outside. Looks like they've got a little step over us. Does Floozy have what it takes to hold on? I think they do. Pure adventure. Probably screwed by me not doing jockey instructions. Not quite being able to challenge as early as probably this adaptability would have allowed us to. But we were on distance. It's a little bit of a disappointment. It's a little bit of a disappointment. I do think that, yeah, it's definitely something to be okay with. And I think we can run that second leg. I think we can run that second leg. I feel pretty good about that. I feel pretty good about that. The Institute Spy definitely deserves their run. Pure adventure. I think it's as good as anybody for that. And Ice Queen we haven't booked in either. And we need to. Where are we? What should we be on? There we go. The Rose Hill Guineas. Yes. And then we can line up cold. Or cold for the Vinery Stud, which they should be really solid at. Should be really solid at. And then is there anything though appeared in the last day or so? No. Okay. That's good enough then. That's good enough. So, yeah, not bad. I think that's the weird thing, right? We got the Golden Slipper. We got Rosehill. And we got the Stud. That's not bad. Pure Adventure makes some more sense just to continue running that and see how Cold picks up the odd race, which kind of fits and is a good chance to rebound. The other two won their legs and so deserve their second legs anyway. We got so many of the 2-year-olds booked in. We still got the 4-year-olds booked in with points to prove to a certain degree. Kind of how I feel about it anyway. Points to prove. Yeah. Yeah. Institute Spy. An unbeaten horse. Ran well down under at a mile. Ran well for the Louisiana Derby. And then came back down to a mile for the Poulains. Now can we get up to a mile 2? I think so. I feel like we should be kind of in the mix at a mile 2. Do I challenge later, or do I just trust that we can get a mile 2? I think maybe we challenge later. Problem is, if we've got to challenge later to win this, then the third leg is pretty much null and void, right? Because there's no way we'll gain the other 2 furlongs if we need pretty much anything to get this. And at the same time, Sophie's Pole is back again. We are tipped, we are favorites. They are not blown up. Sovereign Kisses is. That's always nice to see. Sarangutum looks like they're a bit calm. But yeah, I don't even know if we've raced much at Chantilly. Maybe this race is the only one we really do here that I can think of. So I can't remember how it runs. I think I should challenge later. Because I do feel we're pretty comfortable at a mile 1. Gives us the best chance of winning, I feel, here. Sophie's Pole terrifies me, but I really like this horse. Mile 210 yard. The Prix de Jockey Club. Class 1, Grade 1. Second leg of the French Triple Crown. Of course, the winner of the Fillies wasn't gonna show up here. They've instead, I believe, gone to South Africa, and then we'll head to America. But Institute Spy won the coach race, and he is here and ready to run. Paris, France, the Parisian turf. Treat us well once more, please. With the Eiffel Tower in the background, we come out the chute, and Institute Spy shoots to the lead with quite a big distance. It ain't gonna last, though. I do feel the field will slowly eat up, and here they come, but they are almost as one. Sophie's Pole towards the back. I do wish they would go inside and get blocked off. There's a decent chance of that happening, but it does look like it breaks open for them at the right time for them and the wrong time for us. We said to challenge later, us and Sophie's Pole, either side of Dynaformer Brother, another good horse. But it doesn't look like Institute Spy has what it takes. Sophie's Pole will take this. Dynaformer Brother, another very, very good run from them. We hold on to third, but that's not the race we wanted. I don't feel that went anywhere near what we wanted. And yeah, I mean, I said the challenge later. I tried to bridge the gap up to distance. We never had the distance. Even doing that, we just didn't have the distance. So Introduce Spy might be somewhere in between a mile and a mile one, which is kind of what we'd seen them perform before. Looks like a mile one that maybe we can get to a mile two, but no, it's definitely a mile to a mile one. We didn't quite have what it takes. Dynaformer again, another solid run for sure. And it's the same top three in the coach race. And we come out top in the first, third in the second. Dynaformer, third, and now second. Sophie's Pole, slightly ahead, second, and now first. Definitely would have been on for a Triple Crown. They're not even going to attempt that third race. They're heading to Newmarket, which I don't hate. They're jumping straight into the British Triple Crown. I wonder if Institute Spy should do the same. I wonder if we should do the same there. And then Pure Adventure. Maybe go to Ireland. That could definitely be something we should do. Dynaformer is going to go for that third leg, though, but yeah, they definitely have a chance to do something. Third in the first leg, second in the second leg. Could they take first at Longchamp at the Grand Prix de Paris? It's definitely possible. Yeah, again, I feel like we're a good horse, not a great horse. I don't feel the best about us there. I don't know what we do there. I don't know what we do. I know we don't go for the third leg. Like, it just doesn't make sense to go for the third leg. Don't know if it makes sense for anyone to go for the third leg. Assuming Ice Queen wins and Pure Adventure runs okay, maybe we just run those both in their third legs. Maybe then Out Cold can come and run the French third leg. Go head to head with Pole once more. That might make sense. I don't know. I don't know. Triple header at Rosehill then. Back to Australia. Nobles oblige. Golden Slipper. Yeah, not great for Institute Spy last year. I couldn't remember. I knew we ran it. I didn't know who ran it. Institute Spy didn't run well. A bunch of domestics. Don't really know much. We're favorite. We're not the top rated because Carlos Tombi just had a massive rating from a maiden. Not sure I understand that one, boys and girls, but the answer's on the postcard. We are favorite, we are tipped, we are looking okay. Maisie Terra is lazy. And Trumpington Tiempo is unfit. Let's go for this then. We're at Rosehill for the 6th furlong. Golden Slipper, Grade 1 race for 2-year-olds on the turf. Down under once more. I feel we should win this, but it's not been a race that we've taken consistently. And we've always had some very good runners in it. So Tombi, Closer, Buck, and Tiempo at the back. We got Moisil Fools and we got Maisie Terroir right up front with us. Down to the final 2 furlongs, here comes some of the challenges then. It looks like Tombi and Buck. But Oblige says, no, I thought Orientated Buck was going to come through. They kind of were pushing at us, got within like a quarter length, maybe even ahead. And maybe out the periphery, Nobles Oblige saw them and just said, nope, this is mine, put the foot down, closed it out right at the death, and got up and clear on them. Not a bad race at all. Yeah, I don't know much about Buck, but Shy Prince won the Sistema, came down here and took that away from them. And now Oblige took the Golden Slipper from them with a little more distance. But probably worth keeping an eye on. It's excitable, for sure. But could be a really interesting horse if it's 1-2 races if we don't enter. Definitely the best sprinter in Australia. But I'm not sure that I was super confident of that one. And we have landed it. We have actually landed it. Ice Queen back again. Favorite, tipped, and fit. Sacree agitated. Quinault carrying condition. Rest of the field, who knows even who they are? Nobody looks like they're great form. Nobody looks like they're super high rated. Well, lightly raced, if at all. Ice Queen 100% should be the favorite. The third race at Rosehill, and it is the Guineas, a mile 2, Class 1 Grade 1 for 3-year-olds on the turf track. I'm not going to mess with jockey instructions on this one. I think we're the best horse, and I want that quality to come through. I think Ice Queen is a mile 1 to a mile 2, so we should be roughly on distance, and I don't think anyone else has the quality to kind of shake us just on distance terms. We're going to settle in with the chasers then, though. Trigger Optimist, Comrade Result. We got Todd Caprio and Floret Portrait Coupeur. Quinault, Breca, and Sacree at the rear. Broken Star's just been pacing off the back of our leader, Yorkshire Guide. Slightly blocked off there, but we do seem to get a run coming into the turn. Is that going to be enough, though? Ice Queen, as it looks like Quinault from deep is coming through. Caprio holding on to first right now, but we're coming up the inside and just driving out over them. Optimist, can they get up and fight for second place? It looks like they can. As Caprio drops back, Quinault, not quite close enough. Broken Star into 5th. But that was a fairly easy run, even though it looked like we were slightly blocked off for a second and had to make a quick move out of there. Didn't let us affect us too much. But a pretty easy win. And I quite like that. We took the Queen's Plate, we took the Prince of Wales, slightly unlucky in the Breeders' Stakes. We took the Randwick, we took the Rose Hills. We gotta go for that third leg now. The Australian Derby. It's got to be done. Do I think we have that distance? I don't know. I really don't know. I kind of don't think so. But we gotta go for it. We gotta go. And the Vinery Stud, out cold, is tipped, is favourite, is looking good. Agitated, lazy, calm, lazy, and a horse with a little condition. Interesting. Grade 2 American, ungraded Irish and Japanese, and a domestic field, which is just, again, I don't even know anything about these horses. Makes sense that Scintilla will be the second favorite. Sure, one of these domestics is going to be really good and pose a threat, but it's the other three foreign horses that are foremost on my mind. 1 mile, 2 furlongs then for the Vinery Stud, Class 1, Grade 1, 3 rows from the turf here. Down under, again, Rose Hill. 3 races, 3 horses, 3 chances. Oh, cold. Ran really, really well a bunch of times already. If we don't get blocked off, do we have a good shot at this? I think so. Consent, Fall, Suzanne, Rise, Delicia, Voice, Academic, all towards the rear. Up to Academy, Terry, and us. Chasing down Festival on the inside. Scintilla up top. As we come round this turn onto the home stretch then, 2 furlongs. And we are going to start to go from deep. Consent has come up. Voices in second place. But Out Cold is starting to push on now and is by ahead just behind at the final furlong marker, but pushing out. Castanova Festival coming up. Jonas Scintilla is still there, but starting to fade. Dante Voch is there. And Bridgewood Suzanne, it looks like in 5th. But a good, solid win for Out Cold. Takes the Vinery Stud. Looks pretty good doing it. Gains a slight rating. Yeah, I think we're making the most out of it. Couple of runs which didn't quite go the way we wanted, but we're still able to book a race or two in and around the Triple Crown and give Out Cold the best chance while not impeding on other people's runs, and I think that's key. Not a bad day there, really, is it? Not a bad day. Noblesse Oblige winning. Golden Slip Up. Ice Queen. A very impressive Rose Hill. I'm pretty happy with that one. Oh, Cole picking up a nice one. Chamber Institute Spy. Very much a Chamber Institute Spy. So, I do think something like the Sussex could have been nice. Do we wait and send the guineas? I think we do. Sophie's Pole is back again, but we might have the advantage at that distance. Huh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I feel Pure Adventure is just the best shot. Take the Irish. to those Gillies. Of course, when we get to the later rounds, I'm not sure that I would go with Institute Spy and Pure Adventure. Maybe Out Cold comes in to kind of clean things up a little. Maybe Ice Queen too. I don't know. I don't know on that one. Yeah, that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. So now we should just go for the Australian Derby with Ice Queen. And Out Cold. We kind of got a free swing of things. Yeah, we gotta leave. Gotta leave South Africa open for Pure Adventure. Possibly. Actually, I don't think we do. I don't think we do. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Institute Spy just isn't gonna get up to a mile 4. Pure Adventure just isn't gonna get up to a mile 4. Ice Queen might be able to get up to a mile 4. Doubt it, but like it's at least gonna get closer than the other two. Oh, Cold is gonna get probably the closest, but probably doesn't. But then again, is our best shot. I feel like that should be France, and we see if we're going head to head with Dynaformer. See if they can go to the 3-2-1. Because otherwise, South Africa, which is fine, Strambali's a good horse, it's competition for sure. It's even more distance that I don't think we need to run. I just don't think we need to run it. I could be wrong, but that's kind of how I feel about that. It's kind of how I feel about that. Rainmaker, double towards a mile. I still have these booked in. We've only got one grade 1 there. We've got 2 grade 1s here, which we can't run too much more in. One in there. For sure. One in there for sure. Okay. I feel like it should be double take. Maybe double. They can take that. And 2 weeks later, we hit the double at Ramwick. We could have grade ones on all of our 2-year-olds. So I feel like that's something that makes sense to me. Slightly, maybe. I don't know if I like that or not. I don't know. Pure adventure. Yeah, dude, like, I didn't quite get this. That's fine. We got a couple of runners in with us. Um, yeah, I think this is definitely more our pace. And again, we could probably still challenge earlier. We're currently joint favorite. We are the highest tipped horse. And Drawback Drakkar is another American horse, but they are a little lazy. That's Floozy's back again, as well as the domestics. Yeah, I don't hate it. Elmo in the mix. Let's just see. I think we probably got this though. Turfontaine once again. The South African Classic, the second leg of their Triple Crown. We didn't win the first, but we were top 3. Mile 1, Class 1, Grade 1 for 3-year-olds on the South African turf. It's not the best of starts from us, but we are going to get up towards the front and just settle back in. We'll see what kind of run we get. Starless Balibard with Dead, Gummy, Coop Fury, Funny, and Osterian, Furby. Elmo is there, Drakkar's there. We're not too far away. We're going to come up the inside. I'm going to find a lane, and that is going to be good for us, and we are going to start to kick on then. 2 furlongs from home. It looks like Sivola trying to come up, as well as Drakkar into the mix. Elmore is there. Floozy is there. That's kind of the top 5 I expected. Blocks and Gooms at the sides, maybe starting to drop off. Tense, Furby, Balabad, Funny are out of it. Drakkar ahead of Sivola. Floozy ahead of Blocks in the end, climbing up in the top 5 as Elmore just started dropping. And again, we only ran in snatches, but Pure Adventure takes it comfortably. And I like that. I like that run. I felt pretty good about it. I don't know how I feel about the Derby. Don't know how I feel about the South African Derby. Maybe I should. Can you get 1-4? Can you get 1-4? If I challenge later, can you get 1-4? I don't know. I don't know. but I kind of feel like you should have the run. Kind of feels like you should at least have a try. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. One foreign chain. It doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel great. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think something like that might just suit more. Rather than that third leg, I just feel better about that. So, yeah, I feel like we got some good runs. Double double, Shiny Prince, and hurrah. I don't love any of those, but I think we could go well. A little wary of South Africa still. How Cold and Pure Adventure is just going to be so interesting to see. Yeah, that's going to be so interesting to see. I book Cabrera on you, and then come down and make sure Out Cold has Giroud. I feel better about that. Then triple head at Ramwick. Grade 1 for 2 euros, always kind of dodgy, and then we got the Australian Derby. Almost got the Canadian. Now's got a chance at the Australian. Like, that's wild. And then Life Quest to stay out the barn, really. And it's just Spy, just we move over to the Guineas and send Pure Adventure to the Irish Guineas. I think that makes sense. Yeah, let me know what you think. But we've got a good chunk of the schedule built already through the middle of the year. But again, we're kind of just keeping on that same pace. You know, a lot of firsts and seconds, a third now and again. But some pretty good runs. How Cold up to 129. Life Quest at 130. Ice Queen climbing to 126. But yeah, no real 140 threats. And out of 6 attempts, we come close twice. Ice Queen in Canada, Out Cold in America. Now Ice Queen again has a shot at Australia. Other people didn't quite hit theirs, and they probably wouldn't be worth running third legs in South Africa, for example. But I do feel pretty good about the way we've run all these Triple Crowns in general. If we don't win this one, I don't think we win any. Because UK, Ireland, Japan. The distances make those tough. I don't know if we've got a horse for them. So this might be the last chance, really, at a Triple Crown. Realistically, I think so. So let me know, can Ice Queen do it or not? How do you think we should book the rest? Have I misbooked people? Have I missed races? How would you have done it? I know the Belmont Invitational and the Oaks are there. I just think we got these Triple Crown races, which make a little more sense. Probably not. But kind of want to race them. I think maybe the Belmont Invitational should go to Out Cold rather than jumping in for the third leg in France. I don't know. I don't know. We came second in the in the Phillies race. The Colts race dominated, so that's fine. We went down under. We got a good win, and now we're moving back to France for a race I'm not sure we should be running. That's the one. I'm not sure about. That's the one I'm not sure about. Because I do just wonder if we should be in the Invitational. It's like really, really close. We are almost over racing. Yeah, I definitely don't want to run a mile 4. That probably doesn't suit us then. I don't think we can get there. It's a short turnaround. Ooh, this is interesting. Let me know what you guys think about this, but I think pulling out of France is right, but then Belmont now doesn't seem correct. Uh, this, depending how Institute Spy got on, I could see maybe. I could see maybe running them. Put Giroux back on. Yeah, I don't think it makes sense. I don't think it makes sense. Have your say in comment section down below, but yeah, it's like so much going on. So Out Cold is being over raced, which I get. We've had 9 runs. It's just a shame she didn't get the Triple Crown. Pure Adventure is okay and can be run more. Had 8 runs. Possibly getting close there. Also 8 for Ice Queen, who is close to being overrun. I think if she wins the Australian Derby, she's definitely go in the barn, because that'd be a lovely place to end the 3-year-old season. If we don't win, do I run again? Probably not. Institute Spy is, of course, lightly raced and could just mop up a bunch of opportunities later, I guess. Yeah, interesting. I don't know if I want to run out cold for one more or not. Have you seen the comment section down below? I'm so undecided there. The out cold could go into the barn now. Ice Queen could go into the barn very soon. And that just leaves Pure Adventure and Institute Spy to run a few more first legs of Triple Crowns and see where they're at after that. I think that seems fair. But the 3-year-olds could be done pretty soon. Hurrah! Like, is he done? Maybe? Don't know. His life quest kind of done? I don't know. I think both their next races could decide that, but yeah, we could be down to just 2 3-year-olds with the other 2 in the barn, possibly retiring Hurrah and putting Life Quest into the barn, and then just handpicking the 2-year-olds until they hit their juvenile limit. Like, we could be hitting the limits for every horse pretty quickly, apart from probably Institute Spy, who's just been so lightly raced. Won the Leaving Classic, which I think is solid. Wins the Louisiana Derby. Decided against them for the US and Canada. Instead, throw them in to France, where they do really well, and just not have them get enough distance, which seems weird to me, but just didn't have distance in a good run of Chantilly, and no point in running third legs. See, Institute Spy could just be enjoying themselves at around mile 1, and just picking off all the back half of the schedule because everybody else might be gone. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill. I appreciate all the support as always. Intrigued to see what you think about some of these horses and where they're at, and what we want to book them and how, and the fact we're, we're almost in double digit for some of these 3-year-olds. We're lightly raced on one, but what do we do with our 4-year-olds? The 2-year-olds are probably going to start hitting limits, so tricky times, so your opinions do count. But yeah, check out the other playlists and the memberships available on the channel. I'll see you very soon as we kind of navigate this next stage and probably answer a lot of these questions really based on how people run. But I'll see you then. Until such time, take care, stay safe, all the very best, and wish me luck, because I feel like things are going really well. We're close to having so many great horses, and I think some of these we're putting into the breeding barn very soon, more than likely. They should breed quite well and maybe have an even better generation coming up. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. So cross your fingers, and we'll see if it's so.